Whoops. Alright, so 99th stream. Today's game is a little platformer called Raygun that I cherry-picked because I needed something quick and easy, and I assume this is that. At the very least, it is something that is not 100,000 words or whatever both Jimmy and Golden Treasure are. Because woo boy, was my speaking part sore after that last stream. But anyway, let's get to it. There's a story. We know that it doesn't matter. Incidentally, the controls for this game are insane. It's WASD, which I really appreciate, but then V to jump and G to shoot. So you have your left hand rested comfortably on WASD, and then you have your right hand kind of smushed up near it at an angle, with index finger on V and middle on G. And then pause. Well, that's P, obviously. I'm just gonna let this play out and not talk with it, but oh boy, I mean, I was doing a test run to see what the controls were, because there's no options menu, and I was like, what, you know, how do I do anything? What's A? I'm pressing A. No, it's V. So I'm just like, Control, Alt, Space, Alt, Control, arrow keys, Enter, Backspace, insert home page up, page down, delete, end, escape. None of that's working. And then, so I'm just like across the letter keys, and eventually one of them works. And so I try to reverse engineer which one was it. It was V. Excuse me. So we've got very much a Mega Man-like here. Can't go over this wall. If only I had a double jump. Oh yeah, that's definitely Mega Man-like. We even got Mets. Do I have limited ammo? Down to cancel out of a jump. Might save your head. Ow. That's interesting. I like that. Take care of the robots. Enemies are a bit spongy. And yeah, this takes place during Cold War America, so thus the cross and sickle. Oh no, I'm too tall to get through this narrow gap. Guess America will fall to the Soviets after all. You just picked up an extra battery. How does that help? Press and hold the power-ups button. Right trigger, left trigger. Well... No, that was pause. Oh, controls. Okay. Shoot. Space. Thank you. Okay. Now your slide dash is... Oh, these controls. Now your slide dash is enabled. Hold down and jump to slide under the wall. Good work, Rad. Keep an eye on the energy meter under your health bar. You double jump and dash uses that energy. If it runs out, you'll have to wait for it to recharge. Okay. No charge attack, it seems like. I like that the Mets have Kalashnikovs, you know, AKs. So I don't have ammo, but I have, like, energy for moves. Ow. Takes quite a few hits. I can't say that these robots are terribly threatening. Fire hot, fire bad? No. Fire hot regular. The jumps are very floaty, which the jump cancel does help deal with. But that itself does take a bit to get used to. Can I... Oh, enemies respawn, okay. Lots of money for that one. Red, you should be able to overhear enemy communication on your radio. You got it, boss. You'll just respawn when the enemies can't see you. I won't worry too much about reading things that happen during gameplay. Oh. Oh my god. He's dead. Oh, that was interesting. Oh, excuse me, I need to... scratch. Itchy. Enemies definitely feel a bit too spongy in this game. Ah, itchy. Excuse me, I've got an itchy eye. I'd say this definitely doesn't control super well. Like, not awful or anything, but I've definitely seen better. I suppose that's mildly faster. Can't tell me what to do? Oh, no, you can't tell me what to do. Oh, I died. Alright, there are limited lives, so I can't be too gung-ho about that. Honestly, it seems safer to just ignore enemies for the most part. Like, what did they do to me, you know? Gimme. Oh! Why are you attacking us? Doyrad, I'm the inevitable logical result of, like, a series of interconnected states of nature and societies in conflict. Just what I feared. A dialectical materialist girl. Then I'm a... what's the opposite of that? An irrational idealist? Yeah, I'm that! No duh, you narbo. Gag me with a spoon. I'm almost out of energy. In mashing the attack button quickly, I sort of lose track of my hand on the keyboard, and then I have to re-find it. Unfortunately, it seems you can't make enter your jump button. That's usually what I do. Thank you for saving us, Rad. Fight isn't over yet, though. The communists are still in the USA, and it's up to you to defeat them. I'll fill you in on the invasion plans, but first head to Wise Lab and keep Carnival to get some upgrades. I got 2 guys. Is that no good? You gonna make a level out of what I imagine is the shop? Protective case acquired. Protects against water and other elements when upgraded. I'm Brad, I'm glad to see you. I need to explain one more thing. Well, you've probably seen that enemies may drop bits when they blow up. You've been collecting them, right? Of course, I can't help myself around all those shiny bits. Well, if you bring me enough bits, I can upgrade your suit with sockets for more batteries. If you find enough batteries and buy sockets to hold them all, you'll be unstoppable. What if I'm fickle and indecisive about which abilities I power up with batteries, though? That's fine. Batteries can be added or removed from a socket at any time on the power-ups menu. Removing batteries from an ability reduces the amount of energy it costs to use. That might be the best strategy for a long fight. It just depends on the situation. Be sure to experiment and find a loadout that works for you. If you need to review any of this info, you can hop up on the pedestal of exposition over there. Not a battery. Oh. Yeah, that seems really useful. Considering I did have an issue of running out of battery even at that first boss. Oh, nice. Although doing 2 damage. Oh, but it makes it cost energy. That's interesting. Yeah, actually, I suppose for now, doing more damage is actually more important. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. It's quite a long cooldown on the slide. I assume I can't get this. Yeah. I need a bigger jump or something. I've got a bestiary there. No. Alright, well, let's do the one closer to Washington, D.C. Oh no! The communists have already destroyed New York City. Actually, that's just what Brooklyn looks like, Brad. It's the 80s, remember? Wow, isn't this supposed to be like a shining city on a hill or something? Look, Rad, the 70s weren't great and we had to save money somewhere. You're our urban renewal plan, so get out there and clean up the streets, Raygun style. Yeah, it feels about right. Oh, the trash hurts me. And 4 seconds for the energy to come back is pretty noticeable. Can I shoot through walls? Yes. And since my attacks actually cost energy now, I definitely do want to be at least a little bit careful with them. I can make that, but I'm gonna wait for my battery to recharge. You can't jump out of slides in this game, which is really annoying. That was one of the most fun things about having a slide in Mega Man games. Does this not lead anywhere? I suppose not. Ah, over here. Alright, wait for the battery to come back. I know that the battery thing is really to encourage you to take the battery up upgrades, but like, oh boy. So the creepy floating skulls. Super low on energy again. Constant issue. Yep. Figured that was about to happen. It's looking a little green now. The palette changed. Okay, I'm on the J train, heading to Manhattan. Oh no, Rad, not the J. What's wrong? Is it loaded with armed communist thugs? Well, yes, but on top of that, you'll have to transfer to the F at Delancey. Why didn't you take the M? It's a weekend. The M only runs shuttle service to Myrtle/Bookoff in Brooklyn. Oh, that sounds like it'd be really annoying if you lived by that train stop. This game's making jokes that, I'm gonna say aren't landing with me. To be polite. I don't know, the gameplay's okay, but, you know, I've said before that your game doesn't need to have story. The jingoistic 80s America gets old about as fast as it came. You put a ladder on the stairs. Arc shot acquired. That's really slow. That arc shot is perfect for hitting enemies above or below. Just hit Y to fire a ballistic shot. You can also hold down Y and use the D-pad to aim. It costs some energy, but it does more damage. Neat, I'll test it out by shooting those trash piles. Alright. Yeah, kinda works. This game was really meant for a gamepad, but, yeah, I got one and all. It don't work on this game. Because in Indie Land, there's only the Xbox 360 controller, pretty much. Anything else can almost be counted on to not work. That's why I make it a point to, well, point out when my gamepad, my PS4 controller actually works with games. Without having to do some finagling with, like, joy to key or something like that. It's super annoying when I have to use something like that. So I just don't bother. Oh no, I touched trash. No, it's gross. Dying from trash. What am I, a sea turtle? Okay. Yeah, no point to that. It's like, can I jump up here? Yes. There's no reason to. Hey, another battery. Yeah, let's get that battery upgrade. I could really use that faster recharge. It drops it from 4 seconds before it starts recharging to 3, which is a big difference. The arc shot is so slow that I just kind of don't want to bother with it. Like, the regular shot is so fast, and the arc shot's slowness combined with the tankiness of enemies means you're just sort of stuck sitting there trying to kill something for a long time. That was a mistake. Yeah, I got that one before it floated away, now I can feel good about it. You're just really kind of sluggish in this game. And so, if an enemy catches up to you, you just sort of gotta damage sponge through it. Must be Red Raygun. Dr. White sent us to help. We found a boss ghost in Central Park and chased her all the way here. She had hundreds of thousands of people hypnotized and just standing out there in the rain. Oh, this may be too hot for me to handle, guys. She's tricky bad, but you can do it. Back off, Rad. This city belongs to the Soviets now. Wait, you're a communist ghost? How does that even work? Rad, you're there to fight, not to understand our enemy's motivations. It probably wants me to use the arc shot. Oh, well, that was an instant kill, I guess. I like how her dive doesn't even take her low enough to hit me. Oh, it comes back. And it does, like, no damage. Look at that. Alright, wait for my battery. Like, sure, in theory, you're supposed to use the arc shot, but like, or I could just wait for her to come down so I can spam shots into her. Like, those are slow enough to aim, those slots, but like, I don't want to. Let's try this again. Try to get the battery I missed. Won't make a regular habit out of that, but I can do it here at least. And that energy consumption. Yeah, you can. I was thinking that looks like a secret over there. Hey! Nice. Sure, defense. Something to bear in mind, whenever you have the option between more HP and more defense, which one is better is largely determined by how healing works. If healing is a flat amount, then defense is better. If it's a percentage amount, HP is usually better. Because without putting healing into account, more HP is almost always better at increasing your survivability compared to more defense. But what really matters is how much it takes to heal you afterwards. And I think the healing in this game might be flat, but I can't really tell. Can I, like, get into there? I can blow it up. Yeah, it doesn't look like I can get in there. In general, if you don't plan on making your game have like a meaningful narrative, it is better to make it comedic, but there is a big risk you take when doing so. And that's, the risk is that you're not funny. A dramatic narrative that's unimpressive is, like, forgettable, right? But a comedic narrative that's not funny is very memorable, not for the reasons you want. Okay, I just kinda got stuck into the wall a little bit. Waiting for energy to come back, my favorite part. Kinda feel like there might be a secret at this wall. Like somewhere to pass through. Yeah, I don't know what you want me to do there. Alright, wait for energy to come back. Makes it almost turn-based, you know? And now because I double jumped, it won't come back for another 3 seconds. No. Oh, come on! What a lingering hitbox. At least that gives me another chance at this. Oh, sure. It doesn't seem terribly well designed. So what happens when I run out of lives, though? That's what I want to know. Just let everything go to level 2, basically. Wow, Mount St. Helens. If this isn't a breathtaking piece of American wilderness, I don't know what is. Got bad news, Red. Communists are planning on blowing up that mountain. They're in there now. Kind of funny how fiction for a long time, for a time, how do I put this? For a long time during the Cold War, Russians were the default bad guys, right? Soviets then, of course, but I mean, it's all the same. And then post-Cold War, that attitude really slowed down and started to stop. But now, considering the war in Ukraine, as with Russian aggressors, they're back on the menu, boys. I wonder if that's what this is playing into. Like, it's that again. Hey, remember how gross it looked last time? When we categorically called a people evil? It's like, I mean, Ah, that does a lot of damage. Alright, well. Alright, looks like nothing happens. You just have to start the stage over again. But can you deal with a snake? Ouch. Wow, that does a lot of damage. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave you guys alone. There's a reason why Mega Man didn't jump too high. Is because the higher your protagonist jumps, the easier it becomes to skip enemies. And in Mega Man, you're very much encouraged to fight every enemy you see. That is a secret. Oh, I'm out of battery. Let's take a little more max HP. Didn't even see the snake. It blended right in. Which, I mean, fair. Right? Thank you. That is what snake do. Russians being the default villain in video games again. It's like, how many times we gotta teach you this lesson, old man? No. Oh, no. There, got him. What an annoying enemy. This, having to sit around to recharge, not a fan. It's like, beyond the delay, there's also how slowly it comes back. You know, indie devs, you really could choose to not include ice physics. That is an option you have. There's no cartel of ice physics forcing you to put that in. For all capital G gamers complain about ice physics, they do sure seem to like putting them in their own games. Ice physics that you'll understand when you're older, or game development, like, you'll understand when you actually make a game. You gotta put in ice physics. Must have headed down into the volcano. I'll have to follow him down there. Rad, otherwise no telling what he could do. Yeah, but is there a secret over here? There is not. Hey, 3 up, cool. You could also just not include a live system. That is also an option. This looks pretty scary. You sure there's communists living inside this volcano? Of course there are, Rad. Don't be ridiculous. Communists don't have our good old-fashioned American values. They love fire and brimstone, death metal, and those dungeon dragon. Oh, it's gone. Well, I had no idea. Alright, here it goes. Backlit acquired. Finally, Rad is no longer completely useless in the dark. Yeah, he is a Game Boy. Feels like I should have more upgrades already. Yeah, like that. Like that, just basically instant killing me. There's no real reason to do that. Much obliged. Where go? Over here. Okay. Oh, that's how you do it. Oh, just put me right inside the block. Really went from clever to kind of bad in no time at all. Well, thanks for the health up. No take backsies. Fine. Increase the blaster back up. Or all the way up to 3. Ooh, you know what? Maybe not. That is so expensive. Not without a better battery, I'm not. I ain't getting any more of those. And touching that enemy really just like one-shot me, didn't it? Mash, 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 mash. I love how you bounce when you slide bad. When you slide into a wall. I mean, thanks for the health up. That'll give me the ability to take another 0.3 of a hit. Hey, you're doing weird occult stuff down here. 9, but mine volcanoes bomb shall destroy the heart of American capitalism, the Pacific Northwest. No, I won't let you cut off our supply of flannel and reclaimed furniture. I'm sending you and your provocative fashion sensibilities back to Berlin where they belong here, Metal. We wear reasonable clothing here, like striped stirrup pants and leg warmers, and fluorescent jackets with huge shoulder pads. Ouch. Ouch. Oh, got him. Nope, didn't got him. Only got his clothes. Oh, snakes! Oh, they drop health. Okay, at least this contact hitbox doesn't do much damage. I'm never a fan of contact hitboxes. Like, oh no, I touched the enemy and therefore I took more damage than getting shot. Who needs bullets when you have just lightly touching someone for huge damage? Red, the Russians are invading Alaska. A giant ship full of robots just ran aground within the sound. Oil is leaking everywhere too. You need to save the local wildlife. Oh no! I don't know about all that hippie stuff, Rad. Just do what you have to do to stop the invasion. Careful, Rad. The oil could turn harmless animals into vicious enemies just like the robots. I'll take care of it. They spilled oil in the wrong idyllic wilderness. So when do we get to kill Raygun? That's what I'm waiting for. When does the other shoe of, yeah, America in the 80s was real fucked. I mean, not that we're not fucked now. Of the era of Reagan doing more damage to America than the Soviets ever could. Like, deliberately making one of the most horrific pandemics. F. Reagan deliberately worsening the effects of one of the worst pandemics America's ever seen. Sounds familiar. Reagan's completely callous indifference to the plight of AIDS sufferers because the right people were suffering, essentially. That's not a good strategy. Backdash enabled. Do a dab. Ouch. Then get immediately killed. Which, I mean, fair. Yeah, I figured that was gonna happen. Everything's covered in crude oil. Like, I'd say it's okay to have a character like that in the game as long as you eventually punish them for, you know, being Raygun. Yeah, now my battery comes back respectably quickly. Oh yeah, I took off all the points from my case. I guess there's nothing over there. I'm just kind of glad that this wasn't my 100th stream game, because can't say I'm really feeling it. Not feeling the flow, you know? Less dangerous than the regular dogs. Well, we all know that dogs in video games are the most dangerous enemies. I was gonna say, is that one gonna... Okay, protective case. Did I just do that for its own sake? I suppose so. I think Raygun would approve of my wanton destruction of rare wildlife. Sickening. Totally destroyed the environment here. You'll pay for this. Have I not paid enough? Look at all the oil I've lost. This invasion is not going how I planned at all. This invasion is over. Get over here and fight. You'll have to come and find me first. I'm gonna hide in my house. Guess I gotta keep the case on. Money! I don't want money, I want money! Hey guy, you want a little help with that? It'd help if you aimed at me. Oh, he he died real quick. I used the arc shot, guys. Look, it's useful. This doesn't look safe. Ship is running aground, Rad. It looks like it's going to be dark and flooded down there. Water and poor lighting are two greatest weaknesses. All that and my limited battery life, and I can't see color. It'll be okay, Rad, as long as your protective case and backlight have been upgraded enough. Just make sure they're powered up, and if it's too tough, you can always return to the world map for more bits and upgrades. So definitely just want to focus on going quickly since I can't avoid damage here. But there's plenty of health pickups. Oh, that fish pogged. I like pog fish. Like I should mention, as much as I'm ragging on Raygun, and I will continue to do so, the Soviet Union was also pretty wretched. More so, in fact. Basically, anything... It's pretty impressive. Anything bad the United States did at this time, the Soviet Union was like, we ain't gonna let you show us up, and did something worse. Like, we're not gonna let gay people die of AIDS, we'll do it ourselves! Oh, sludge monster. Alright, wait for the battery to come back. Honestly, I'd take a Mega Man like though, where you can just fight Raygun. If that's what this becomes, my opinion of it will improve. Enemies are really not nearly so dangerous as running out of battery. Now, the Game Boy had a really good battery life for its time. It's not like the Game Gear. Alright, Prince Valdez, I've got you cornered now. Go away, I am innocent. Spilled 10 million gallons of oil in the Sound. No, I didn't, and it was 3 million. That's a 10 million gallon tanker, stop lying. Bring them to Justice Rad, make them pay for every gallon of oil, all 3 million of them. What, we're just going with his number on this? Oh, yeah, I'm out of energy. Ow. F. Yeah, oh well. Still got 1 life left. Yeah. Oh, come on. I don't want to redo this. Well, I'm redoing this. Super duper. If I can get more bits. The way you sort of hang in the air when you shoot feels so weird. Fine, I'll just leave. That guy, though, needs to work on his constitution. You can get a pretty good pace going with this game once you know what you're doing. The slide is really fast. Ah, the arc shot becomes a depth charge. That's neat. It's a nice touch. I like that. It's still slow as balls, though. Pogfish. You know, honestly, what this is making me think of, though, is Mega Man 3 for DOS. Hold on, is there anything over here? Nah. I kind of feel like I've been missing batteries on this stage. Oh, like that one. Yeah, that makes things much nicer. Go through the gross oil. You also do blow yourself back a little bit when you shoot while in midair, I've noticed. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be anything over there besides that one-up. Weirdly placed little in-the-wall one-up. So yeah, you can really get schmovin'. The movement, the ground movement's really good. Just the air movement feels weird. It's definitely not what you want for a run and gun. Movement and, or air movement and jumping in general is just so important. Ow. I know it's supposed to be like an anchor or something, but it really looks like he's holding an ankh. I almost ducked in time, but not quite. Now let's try with a full 4 health this time. Ha! Actually dodged it that time. Bonk. Yeah, that was a much better boss than the ones previously. Like that was tough, but actually pretty well designed, I'd say. Beat, not beat. Don't really count on those. Communism is over forever. Congratulations, Rad, but I'm afraid it may not be so simple. America be safe for now, but the Soviets still control half the world. What? There are parts of the world that aren't America? I'm afraid so. And nothing we've done has managed to slow down or stop the Soviets anywhere. We have a plan for a secret. An all-powerful weapon. But we would need a strong, fearless, credulous robot to travel the globe assembling it. And where could we even hope to find someone like that? Wait a minute, what if I could do that? Well, yes, I hadn't considered that at all. In that case, here's your mission. The BGM-71-2. The parts are spread across the world. In South America, the tripod of wisdom. In China, the launch tube of power. And in Poland, the wire-guided optical targeting system of courage. Good luck, Rad. The outside world is much more dangerous and complicated than the USA. Be careful. Remember to search for batteries, Rad. They make all the difference in tough battles. And don't forget to return to my lab whenever you have bits for upgrades. Good luck. I would have, you know, I think I would have been okay with the game being over there. Yeah, well, we'll see. Yeah, that's a much better battery. Hey, it's Rad Raygun. Hey there, what are you fellas doing in Nicaragua? We're fighting communists just like you. They're trying to overthrow the new Sandinista government. They'll need our help. You can pass through, Rad, but it's too dangerous to let you go into the jungle alone. We can help you to get to Russia through, though. We'll just need your help to get some of the funding first. I'm always glad to help. I'll see what I can do. Alright, where are we going? Some critical strategic choke point between east and west. We're going to Grenada. Is that near Russia? It's near Venezuela in the Caribbean Sea. Government was overthrown by a radical Marxist group, and now they're building an airfield that the Soviets can use to bring in military supplies. Cool. We've justified invasions for way less than that before. Well, you know, I've been thinking that Mr. Raygun over here is more or less innocent, but like just doesn't understand. No, I think he understands. Four damage, pretty nice. Guess I'll keep the protective case on. It seems pretty useful in this area. And back I go. Snail. Time to overthrow a democratically elected government, because it's not the one we like. This level of gun definitely makes it so that enemies aren't so spongy. They're just... they take up all my energy. Boy, I sure hope this game is satire. You know, there is a world where it's not. You know, Poe's Law and all that. I bet there are some people who think that this is the right thing to do. Oh man, he's tanky. Oh boy, that guy's tanky. Fine, I'll just leave. My energy just goes so fast like this. Warning, water. Taking over bad, get off our island and leave us alone. I'm already off the island, we're in the water. You can't just overthrow an elected government? That's a little ironic coming from you. All that matters right now is that airport. It's a perfect staging point for a bombing raid on the USA. As if. It's a perfect staging point to export nutmeg and cocoa beans, you dillweed. I kinda like this. Yeah, just like don't forget that the health pickups also give you energy. And Flounder is tanky. Almost. Just sort of tap at a rhythm. I think that gives you your best chance. The Falklands. Really? Another tiny island? Uh-huh. And it looks like the Brits are already here. Go check it out. Back to your regularly scheduled international incident. Such a good line. I mean, Metal Gear Rising is full of them. That's such a good line. Hey, who are you and why are you on this tiny island? My name is Mega Maggie. I'm here to fight off the bloody Argentines what invaded our land. Well, you're a girl? How are people supposed to tell? Shouldn't you wear a bow or something? I'll put on a bloody bow when you start wearing a top hat so I can tell you're a lad. That's a really good point. Okay, but why does Britain have this freezing South American island? Nesh, it's been ours for years, but some K-lead governor thought you'd have a go at it. There was a punch right in the teeth, but I'm en route to the Belgrande, and I expect I'll have the beacons lit soon enough. Okay, so do you need any help? Bob it, you divvy. We'd no need for you tinkering all about. Right, I'm not hip to the lingo you kids use these days. I didn't really follow that either. Something about a war with Argentina. I don't like that. Things are complicated enough without them starting wars over here. Well, to be fair, we, just finished invading Granada. Alright, fine. They're not too happy about that either. Let's just head out, and try not to stir up any trouble with our allies. Pip pip cheerio, Maggie! I'll get stuffed your ponce. Right, this is where we'll find the Tripod of Wisdom. Wait a minute, this is where they're keeping that political prisoner everyone is holding benefit concerts for. We should rescue him while we're here. I'd really rather just focus on the tripod for now. Oh, come on, Mr. President, I'm already here. It'll be no trouble at all. Right, our friends in Britain don't like this guy, and they're already mad at us for invading Granada. Be careful, don't do anything rash. Rash is my middle name. Rash Raygun. Yeah, who needs points in agility when you can just, put points into protective case and health and just tank everything? Should be some switches that you can shoot to break down the prison walls. Red. Keep an eye out for them. Yeah, that, level 4 gun, or level 3 gun rather, doing 4 damage is real nice, gotta say. Sorry, Rad, your political dissident is in another prison. He was transferred there 20 years ago, in fact. Well, I'll go find him there, then. Don't be daft, Rad. He's a known communist and a terrorist. He's a freedom fighter taking on an evil government, right, Mr. President? Look, Rad, why don't you back off and we'll make a mild public statement of disapproval instead. Sorry, Mr. President, but I'm following my conscience on this. Uh-oh! Not a conscience, not around Raygun! Well, I'm right mithered, Rad. Are we gonna fight? No? Nope, nothing up there. Raygun won't be having any of that conscious baloney. Okay. Oh, I didn't shoot Pogfish enough. Glad I'm not ending up too weak because I'm going fast. Make me feel alive. My heart beats in hyperdrive. Yeah, take that, indigenous wildlife. Following my conscience. Oh, there were some bits. I don't need it. I don't need it. I definitely don't need it. Let's take a look this way. Nothing. Yeah, did 1 damage. Oh, that did some real damage. Deer hurt. More battery. Yeah, just like battery and gun. Hi, I'm Red Raygun. I'm here to rescue you. That's great, Rad. Are you from the Soviet Union? No, of course not. They're bad guys. I'm from the USA. Really? But the USA supports the South African NP government. Who's keeping me here for being an ANC dissident? Mr. President? No, supporting the NP would mean we support an evil apartheid system, but the ANC who's against them are the communists. What we're doing is opposing the Soviets. They just happen to support the ANC, who opposes the NP, who supports apartheid laws. So we're not supporting human rights violations, we're just opposed to the supporting of their opposition. It's simple. I think it's pretty devious we have the moral high ground here. Well, Rad, without you, there's no way I'm getting out of the prison this decade. Someone else is here to make sure I can't escape. I don't care what our official policy is. I'll get you out of here. Stop it, Rad. We're allies, but I can't let you free a terrorist. Rad, just get the tripod of wisdom and leave it alone. The what? Oh, that's this whole other thing. It doesn't matter, I'm following my conscience for once, even if it means fighting you, Mega Maggie. You know, it might just be because of how much bosses are getting stronger, but it kind of feels like my my increased damage gun isn't increased damaging very much. Yeah. Got him! Easy every time, no fear, Shakespeare. Well, I saved that nice man. Wish I hadn't had to fight Mega Maggie, though. Well, Rad, that's what happens when you try to do the right thing. Next time, you should maybe just follow my advice. At least we got one of the pieces of the missile launcher. Wisdom! Oh, this is hideous. Berlin. Welcome to Berlin, Rad. You're right on the border between the First World and the Second. What? I'm still not even to World 2? No, Rad, I mean this is where Western Europe meets the Soviet Eastern Bloc states. Well, that makes sense. So what's our mission here? We're after Hare Medal for what he did to Mount St. Helens. This is his home turf, so he should be here. But be prepared for anything. Now let's see if I feel overpowered for having strong gun when I could have gone here earlier. Yeah. That's what I think of your attempts to keep East. Nailed it. Ow, balloons! Oh, because they're 99 red balloons, of course. There's like something up there to the right, but I can't even remotely get to it, so whatever. I assume that barbed wire hurts me, so. Is there anything over here? Nah. Yeah, I don't see how I could possibly get that. There must be some upgrade, some agility upgrade or something that would make it possible. Oh, yeah, got it. Nice. Just gotta do a dab in midair. Yeah! Why's it gotta be so sharp? Well, a little bit more. Seemed like there might be something over there, but no. Sure, I'll take an extra life. Oh, it didn't hurt so much that time. Weird. Oh, burnt. Out of juice. Too many balloons. Too much celebration. I don't really need bits. Oh, he's gone behind some giant wall dividing the city in half. Well, I guess you'll just have to reunite East and West Germany. Rad, tear down that wall. Red alert! There's something here from somewhere else. Oh! They have a fuck you laser is what they have. They've weaponized balloons. And once again, Raygun gets credit for someone else's work. I can go and grab a heal anyway. How much health does that stupid turret have? Why do they do so much damage? Like, is it healing whenever I leave it off screen? Or something? Ah! Suck my nuts! I suppose it is really a lot of hits, huh? I think that turns off the laser. Jesus, that sniper hurts so much. And no wonder he shoots only once every 3 years and has 1 health. It's because he does 18 gajillion damage. Yay, I did it. Oh no, hair metal got away. A lot of them communists seem really happy we blew up their wall, though. Be careful from here on out, Rad. Now that you're inside the Soviet sphere of influence, things are going to be getting tougher. Prepare for getting more batteries. Max HP, I think. Yeah. Whoa, what's going on up here? Looks like a massive workers' uprising against Soviet wage suppression. Help them out, Rad. Well, you can tell all that from here. That sounds like collective action to me, Mr. President. I thought you didn't support that. And you know, now I'm getting even more Mega Man for DOS vibes, because there's a level just like this in that. Must be the famous Rad Raygun. That's right, but who are you? A friend against the Soviets, Rad. Just an electrician working here in the shipyards. An electrician. Maybe you can help me out. Absolutely. Just stick close to me and I'll try to protect you from all these dangerous power lines. No worries, I got it. Rad, you better be paying for that help you're getting. Ain't no charity in America. What, do you think you can just work towards a common goal for the benefit of each other instead of for some upper class? I thought you liked freedom. Yeah. Get Zomoed on, son. That's what I thought. Nice work, Rad. But to save Poland, you'll have to get to Warsaw. Follow the river and it will lead you there. I'm allergic to rivers. That one's no good anyway. Give me health or give me death. Yep, okay. I like that though. I like that little guy. Just spawned on top of her. I mean, I assume there's a battery down here somewhere, right? At least there's health and a life. Dodging that while diving is basically a total crapshoot. There's one. More HP. Do need health pickups though. Oh, thank you. Oh, I'm so over you, Red Raygun. You're ruining the whole Eastern Bloc hanging out with that lame electrician. Yeah, what do you think of my ability to... God, this is the lamest boss yet. You want to try a little harder than that? Got the wire-guided optical targeting system of... Was it Courage? Yeah, Courage. Oh no, we've got some bad news about your plane. I'm flying coach on a transatlantic smoke flight, but go on, tell me your bad news. Remember hair metal from Berlin? Well, he's working with the Libyans, and they've hijacked your plane. Oh no, if he's there, then who are we gonna bomb in retaliation for Berlin? I'm sure you'll figure something out, Rad. Hurry. So this is what it was like to fly pre 9/11, huh? Hey. So yeah, I wonder if anyone's ever hit a Republican with, like, why aren't we allowed guns on planes? I thought more guns meant more safe. Do you want planes to get hijacked again? Is that what you want? You can pay for what you did in Berlin, hair metal. This is what you are thinking, Rad. You are trapped in here now. We are taking you to Beirut, or Lockerbie, or Tehran. I have not yet decided. You would be surprised how many options there are for airplane hijackings these days. Rad, do you see that switch behind the right side wall? If you can hit it, you'll be able to escape with your jetpack. Wait, I have a jetpack? Yes, Rad, but it's only for critical situations like this. Our testing shows that it's far too powerful for everyday use. I've done it. Nice head, Raygun. That was like so molded. I'm taking you down next. I've got a jetpack. I'm so sure. A battery-powered jetpack versus a MiG-35. Step off, Narbo. Yeah, but I've got a 4 damage gun. What do you think about that? Hey, don't get behind me. That's cheating. This well-upgraded battery definitely, it's a lot better. Oh good, the coins bounce off the bottom of the sky? Clouds? Clouds. Oh, flying is awesome, and I managed to take out metal without having to bomb Tripole. Good work, Rad. We're about to start airstriking, but I guess we don't need to now. He's dead. Back to your regularly scheduled international incident. Okay, Rad, this is a major military conflict. The Iraqi dictator is launching an attack on Iran. Alright, let's go stop him. Hang on, Rad. Iran is backed by the Soviets. So we're helping the invasion? That's right, good luck! Just wait for Soviet Russia to try to invade Afghanistan, and then they'll do all the work for you. That is one of the biggest reasons why the Soviet Union fell, by the way, is their failed invasion of Afghanistan drained them of resources so badly that things spiraled out of control. Pig? Was there a when pigs fly joke made that I wasn't paying attention? Obviously, the failed invasion of Afghanistan wasn't the only reason, but it was a leading reason for the collapse of the Soviet Union. Basically, the reason why it went so badly, among other things, is because they were already in dire straits and couldn't afford to, like, throw money at it like the United States did 30 years later. And still largely fail. Because the world at large, don't invade Afghanistan challenge, level impossible. All the world knows how to do is eat hot chip and invade Afghanistan. And then it doesn't work again. Thanks for the free battery, I guess. Like, obviously we're not in Afghanistan now here, and but it's close enough that it bears mentioning. Agility. Looks like it's about time to upgrade the old gun again. Sure is a lot of fighting going on. Basically takes my whole battery, but I can kill those in one salvo at least. Oh, you can keep shooting while you're out of battery, it's just it only does 1 damage. That's neat. Ouch. That went about as badly as possible, didn't it? Oh, I can climb that. Yeah, well, I killed one of your pigs. Oh, that was an attack, not a drop. Fine, I'll just jump over this one. Ouch. Ouch! That hurt a lot. Touching, getting shot by tanks, not a big deal. Touching a tank, uh-oh! Now you're boned. No, Rad, you need to get out of there fast. What's going on? It's an Iraqi gas attack. But I'm on their side, why would they attack here? Well, the guy in charge there doesn't have the best record of not attacking his own people with chemical weapons. I probably should have mentioned that before I sent you in. Worry about it later, Rad. Run for cover. A 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 1 and a... Oh, now we're going to Afghanistan after this. Corba's house. It's just this house. What's this place? This is the home of an infamous arms dealer, Rad. We'll need his help once we assemble the BGM Tau. Ah, Mr. Raygun, how can I help you? Nothing right now, Gorba. We're working on assembling our anti-communist weapon. I think he was talking to me, Mr. President. Oh, right. Of course. At any rate, once you have assembled the ultimate weapon, bring it to me and he'll show us how to use it to defeat the communists and win the Cold War. Yes, right. Good day, Mr. Raygun. Oh, and Mr. President. Well, I do need to go back and, like, get the gun upgrade. Alright. Man, that really takes up the energy now, huh? Alright, Rad, time to get the Soviets out of Afghanistan. You'll be helping the Mujahideen Islamic militia. You know what? Maybe just don't tell me about who we're helping here. I can see their tank columns now. These guys look kinda scary. Don't worry, Rad, the Soviets are bankrupt and beaten down from fighting here. They call Afghanistan the graveyard of empires. Every nation that has ever invaded here has gone into decline afterwards. The Greeks, the Mongols, the British, the Soviets. Invading Afghanistan is the most foolish. Alright, I get it. Yeah, come on, even he knows. Yeah, let's take one off the blaster and put it back in the backlight. I'll need to soon anyway. It was just an extra life. I suppose at this point upgrading the blaster more isn't, like, that helpful. Fine, I'll put another into backlight. So I stop getting blindsided. No, I personally want to destroy you. Don't take kindly to people trying to ambush a GB. That I appreciate. That I take kindly to. Well, what's up here then? Oops. I didn't expect a maze. Oh, a battery. I do actually need more bits now that I'm basically fully upgraded and still getting more batteries. Music here bops. Music in general has been pretty good in this game, I'd say. What I would like is the ability to, like, expand my battery. Never mind, charging it faster. Ouch. Yeah, getting shot by the tank, no big deal. Contact damage is so annoying. I mean, there are lots of instances in games where it is genuinely better to let yourself get hit by an enemy and then run through them, so that you don't risk incurring the wrath of their contact hitbox, which is the way they actually are dangerous. I was like, why can't I move? Because there's a guy there. Ah, the infamous Raygun. Do you have the slightest idea what you're doing here? Nah. Yeah, I'm gonna kick you out of Afghanistan once and for all. And to what end, Rad? What do you know of the conflict or of this country? All I know is that I've blown up plenty of tanks, and you're just like any of them from what I can see. Insightful as always, Rad, but perhaps you'll find out more than meets the eye. Your first glance, the Transformers joke. He's like, okay, now it's funny. Dance around copyright infringement, and it looks like he's invulnerable to my weapons. Ow. Wow. Oh man, that's a long cooldown. But... oh, okay. Alright, I get it. Oop. A little bit more, please. Nope, a little bit more. I like that you can shoot his shell, like, down. Great work, Rad! You finally brought peace and stability to the Middle East, once and for all. I don't know, Mr. President, the Russians are gone, but I don't feel like we've saved this country. It'll all work out, and the Mujahideen will be so thankful. They're sure to be a great ally from now on. If you say so. Hey, that transforming robot was pretty cool. Can you get those back in the US? I'll see what I can do. There will never be peace in the Middle East as long as people keep fucking with it. Brad, there's been a terrible leak at a chemical plant. As part of a legal settlement, we need you to go stop it. Oh no, what happened? Who's responsible for this? I mean us. Well, it's owned by an American company, so... probably the Soviets again! Of course, it's always them, isn't it? Little guy poking at it with his gun. Also, Bopel. Careful, Brad. The chemicals here are very dangerous. Might want to power up your protective case. Ouch. What is that here? Ouch. There was no, nothing over here. Ouches. I don't know how level 3 case does against all this. Yeah, got him. Here comes Captain Planet. Part of why this... How about it's this? Okay, not bad at all. Part of what makes me, why this reminds me of Mega Man 3 for DOS is because that game had an environmental theme. That game was originally intended to be a unique game called Enviroman, but the guy who made it was the guy who also just sort of on his spare time while working at Capcom USA made a Mega Man game for DOS, and then they're like, hey, I guess we'll publish it. And then when he wanted to try to get Enviroman published, figuring, hey, I have connections at Capcom, maybe they'll do it, they were like, hey, you're the Mega Man DOS guy, aren't you? Why don't you just make it Mega Man? And so it just got made into Mega Man. Yeah, that's why Mega Man 3 for DOS has such an environmental theme, as I'm sure the many people who have played Mega Man 3 for DOS can attest. Lots of extra batteries, nothing to do with them. And more dollars. Like, sure. I mean, why not, right? Stop this now. Why are you releasing toxic gas into the valley? Because a wannabe hero like you can't help but try and save the day, Rad. And now I get to see how long you'll last in a room full of hydrogen cyanide. Or how long you'll last against a scary man with a cleaver. Nah, he stays on you. Yeah, I suppose it is. It's like, it's hard to tell if the 4 damage shots actually do more damage, but yeah, they do. Yeah, that was just a damage race. That was just a gear check. Because, like, I wasn't really dodging him at all. Nice work, Rad. You've saved millions of dollars in fines. And probably a lot of people, too. That too. Speaking of toxic gas, if anyone asks, we're not friends with Iraq anymore. Do I even want to ask why? No, definitely not. Hey! 50 bits, woohoo. Try giving me 500. Let's see. Agility boost. Arc boost. You can do up to 24 damage, which is pretty nice. In exchange for all of your energy. Battery's at level 3, so it's currently 750 milliseconds. At 2x speed, it'll go up to 500 at 3x. Yeah, I suppose that's it. Actually, no, protective case. Yeah, definitely bits of the choke point now. Brad, the targeting system for the Tau is located here, but thousands of students are fighting the communists. Are the students invading another country? Are they violating human rights? Nope, they're remarkably peaceful, especially considering all the government soldiers and tanks that are shooting at them. Right, let's go smash some Soviets. Actually, they're not part of the USSR, totally different form of communism. The two countries have very different outlooks and interpretations of Marxism. No, that's okay. That's pulverize the People's Republic. Never mind. If you ever needed to know that Cold War was not about capitalism and communism, I mean, this is the case, ain't it? It was always about the Soviets and the United States. And I actually need to lower my blaster damage to make it more efficient against those. I need efficiency over burst damage. Like their blood effect makes them look like they have oil for blood. I suppose I don't really need to be looking around for more batteries. I don't even have enough things to really just spend them on. Easy every time. Alright, you can be hurt. Just sort of need to wait. The levels are getting really short. Sivakon, I knew you'd be here with this much heavy military hardware around. You again. You're a fool to try and stand up to us, Rad. We'll crush you and then we'll crush these protesters. I don't think you have the guts to run over somebody who actually stands up to you. Oh, don't worry. Don't worry, he's got the guts. It's also a much harder fight now. Ouch. Ouch. That wasn't even close. Oh, come on. You know, I'm not entirely sure what I'm supposed to do about that. Yeah, that's how you do it. Okay, I kind of get it now. I'm still probably going to game over. And you've got to fake them out. I mean, I got close, and I sort of get how to fight him safely. But more and more, this game's sort of turning into a gear check. Where it's not about playing well, it's just about having high enough stats to roll over enemies. Also, like, really, game? You want to make a joke about the Tiananmen Square tragedy? That's what you want to do? Don't even bother fighting. Don't even bother. No reason to go up there. Can I get a ladder climbing skill? I'd appreciate that. Yeah, I'm not sure how to actually dodge the, like, the charge plus the, plus the shell. Oh, he's got another phase now, huh? He didn't have the guts. So you couldn't even bring yourself to run me over. Admit it, we're the good guys and you know it. Perhaps you're just a young, idealist robot going wherever your country needs and doing whatever they ask of you to protect it. That's right, and if you weren't such an evil communist, you'd understand that. They did say you don't see many shades of gray. I believe that I... What do you keep for? That was his nose. You did it. Let's go get betrayed. Oh, hello. What are you? Give upgrades for cheaper. Wow, that's a lot cheaper too. Oh, much appreciated. I wish I'd known about that before. Welcome, Mr. Raygun. I see you've assembled the BGM Tau at last. Yep, so how do we use this to defeat the Soviet Union? Oh, this is not for defeating the Soviets. This is for selling to the Iranians. What? We're selling the missiles to the Iranians, but we were just fighting with them. Things have gotten more complicated, Rad. The Lebanese are holding a bunch of hostages to make sure we don't bomb them. What? Why would we bomb Lebanon? They're blowing up our embassy in the Marine barracks in Beirut. Didn't you watch the news, Rad? Well, why did they do that? I don't know, Rad. Israelis are using Christian militias to displace the PLO. And look, do you want an in-depth history in the in the history of Middle Eastern conflicts, or do you want to jump around and blow up some more communist robots? Yeah, well, just go with it, Rad. In about 30 years, I'm sure none of this will matter to anyone anyway. Here's your payment, Mr. Raygun. Please send my regards to the president. I'm sure Hezbollah will do everything in their power to release their hostages. Oh no, don't bring that money anywhere near me, Rad. You need to take it straight to Nicaragua and keep me out of it. I don't like this, Mr. President. How about I just spend it on myself? Can I have money to spend on myself? So let me get this straight. We sold those weapons to Iran, right? And in exchange, they're freeing American hostages in Lebanon, right? And now we're giving the money to fund anti-communist guerrillas in Nicaragua, right? And this is all legal? Ooh. So many questions, Rad. Just overthrow the Nicaraguan government, and I'm sure it'll all make sense. Hey, Rad, you got the money? Yeah, I got it. What's the story here? Bunch of commies calling themselves the FSLN took over the local government. President says you've got some experience overthrowing governments. Yeah, I suppose so. Well, the jungle's crawling with Sandinistas, landmines, even some Soviet hardware. If you can just break through their lines, we'll handle the rest of what needs to get done. Alright, let's go. I got it. I feel like I didn't actually need to destroy it, but whatever. I feel like level 3 is actually just a lot better than level 4. Oh, it's a lot faster now. The arc gun. Wait, does it? They don't even blow up immediately when you stand on them. Amazing. They're pretty bad at being landmines. Let me... Ow. No, never mind. We take those! There's a lot of landmines, that's for sure. Mostly, just a nuisance and not an actual danger, though. Hey, that actually worked better than the regular gun. Impressive. Now, I'm not sure about you, but I think this game's starting to get political. What are you doing? I told you, Rad, fighting communists. You're not on the Soviet side, are you? Those aren't communists. Communists are evil robots. You're shooting at innocent people. That sounds like something a communist would say. Uh-oh. Oh no, we're fighting... we're fighting Contra. Literally Contra. Of course. That's the joke. You know, the game... Konami game Contra. This is how its characters animate. Oh man, they're annoying to hit. So you can stun lock them. Oh man, the art gun really coming into its own here. It's actually the best thing to use. Using history for a pun. Using world history of atrocities and war for a pun. Oh, that was so profitable. Alright, Nicaragua is saved. Hooray. Now, ready for another mission, Rad? Do you know about the Angolan Civil War? Not very much. Mr. President, I don't think I want to go on another mission. Where is it sending me next? Or is that just it? Hey, Dr. Y, I don't think I want to go to Angola, or anywhere, really. All this fighting doesn't seem to be helping anyone anywhere. I know, Rad. You were never meant for war and violence like this. Really? But one of my arms is literally a gun. It's a blaster, Rad. It was originally meant to throw tiny ping-pong balls that people would hit with a small paddle. To tell you the truth, Rad, I never meant to build robots for fighting. I started work as a toy maker. Just turns out that people like toys that shoot things and blow stuff up. Well, either way, I'm tired of just doing whatever the president wants. I don't trust him anymore. I don't even care who wins this dumb war. It seems like the Americans are just as bad as the Soviets anyway. Well, Rad, in the real world, there aren't always clear-cut lines between good guys and bad guys. The Soviet Union is a repressive dictatorship. It's done horrible things to its own people and to others. But the president is willing to do anything to destroy the Soviets, at any cost, even if it means doing terrible things ourselves. And as long as it makes him look good. Well, then why don't we just attack Moscow instead of running around the world messing things up for everyone else? It's a complicated situation, Rad. Both sides have powerful weapons you don't know about yet. Besides, Russia is surrounded by an impenetrable iron curtain. You can't even get into the country without finding a way over it. We can discuss it later, Rad. For now, you should rest here. You've been through a great deal. Okay. We making a rocket? Everybody's being so weird about everything. If the Soviets are evil, then we should stop them. It's as simple as that. All these little missions around the world make it seem like we're the evil empire here instead of them. If I could just find a way to get to Moscow, I bet I could end this whole Cold War once and for all. Uh-oh, it's time to escalate the Cold War. Now, how about we go to DC and kill Raygun? I think that would be more fun. Oh, what's that say? Caution, Space Shuttle Launch Platform. Rockets for orbital space research only. Please do not use to fly over Iron Curtain and or invade foreign nations. Thank you. Management. Wait just a second, that gives me an idea. Because I don't know who the vice president during Raygun was. Probably some poison pill. Even worse, you know? come on. I specifically asked... Okay, that's funny. I specifically asked for the chance to fight Raygun. Are you gonna deny me that one pleasure? If I have to listen to him talk, I can at least kill him. And that's how these things work. Well, tit for tat. Or I could just go over all of it. Oh, I have to go in. How boring. Boo. Dr. Yang is just like, yeah, let's do it. Alright, it wasn't my idea, but I'll help you. Your luck is just ahead, but you'll have to head to the lower branches of the station to get it open. I don't know what those guys with the flags are supposed to be. I should have trusted the line. The line's never steered me wrong. Are we gonna jettison everyone when we open both the hatches? The hatches are open. There's certain things that whenever you say them, you have to say the corresponding Star Fox quote. Like, do a barrel roll, which I will resist the temptation to. But the other one is, the hatches are open. Or when you're fighting the big UFO, and its hatches open up. The hatches are open! And the character who joins you for that one goes, the hatches are open! It's not as iconic, but I prefer it. And I can't quite duck under that. You know, come to think of it, I don't think Contra by Konami is based on the Contra Iran scandal, but, like, it does fit, don't it? Sure, we'll call that one a tie. Would very much like a health pickup, please, and thank you. Okay. Oop, out of battery. Yeah, but I don't follow the line again. Ah, this time it paid off. Not that it matters, because I don't need any more batteries. There we go, there's some health at least. No! And there it goes. Oh, come on! I'm right there. I like the little Space Invaders guys, they're cute. A cutesy platformer about the Contrary Run scandal. But unfortunately, you don't get to beat up Raygun. So what's even the point? You're in the navigation module now, Rad. Blow it up and bring down the space station. Don't we have some sort of giant space laser we could use instead? I think the president tried that already. Didn't exactly work out. It's pretty famous, but yeah, Raygun did want to build Operation Star Wars to make a giant space laser, and as anyone can tell you, it's fucking stupid and didn't work. It was intended not as an offensive weapon, but as a missile defense. It would shoot down nuclear missiles before they got anywhere, that sort of thing. That was the intent. But the reality of it was that it did nothing but waste billions of dollars! This is a pretty trivial boss. Gimme. Going to Siberia first. Head to Yokoi. Get some upgrades on the cheap. Two layers of agility. Yeah, now my movement abilities cost very little. Great work, Rad. You're going to land somewhere in Siberia. Finally, on the road to Moscow. Roads. Where you're going, they don't have roads. If you can find the Trans-Siberian Railroad, though, that you should be able to follow that towards Moscow. Piece of cake. Or not. Won't let me use the bombs. Oh! You just die if you let the screen touch you. Fantastic. Oh no, I wasn't going as fast as I was going, so I died. Man, you really have to be going forward, too. Ow. Not that it did any damage. Look at that. Look at that piddlywink damage. That's not even real Soviet damage. Come on. Ow. And just wait until Raygun meets the innumerable innocent Soviets. They want as little to do with this Cold War as the Nicaraguans or the Americans. A lot of visual noise in this because of all the trees. Trees, I always knew. Yeah. I always knew trees would be the end of me. Yay, the arc thrower did something useful. Yeah. Maybe I'll try upgrading the arc thrower to get that 24 damage one. When I just need a get out of here button. A get out of my face button. Start going. Just go. Just go. They can't catch up with me. They can't kill what they can't catch. Ow. Buzz off, dweeb. How do you even get past the Iron Curtain? Never mind that, I'm coming to destroy the USSR. Oh, I'm sure. You think you can take me on? I'm the most choice pilot in the world. Beat you over Tripoli, and I'll beat you here too. Ah, well there I didn't have all this garbage in my way. Alright, I want more burst damage. Get away. No. No. Shit. Don't touch me with that. No. Well, he's using the strategy of touching me. Oh, but that was not the end of his health bar. But okay, I'll take it. That was really a headache to look at, honestly. Pripyat. Oh, that building's on fire. I don't know, Rad, this place looks dangerous. May want to keep heading to Moscow. Someone could be hurt, though. It won't take long, and how bad could it be? Right? Chernobyl. What did they say when you crawled out of Reactor 3? It's a success! Gotta fight Boris here. Things are tanky. Those crimes against nature are tanky. Or we're gonna fight the elephant's foot. So everyone always loves to talk about the elephant's foot. Look at the elephant's foot. Radiation is in fact quite harmful to machines, incidentally. A lot of video games with radiation damage, make machines, like robots and, you know, such, immune. That's really not accurate. Ow. That gets bad real fast. Oh, come on. It hadn't hit any checkpoint yet? Dad past the haters. Sure is a good thing I can fight ionizing radiation. Let's see if I can... it's a bit awkward. Got him. Look at me doing things the safe way. Can't get those coins, they're in the walls. Just birds. Nothing wrong with the birds, they're just birds. Oh look, it's the Captain Planet villain again. And Rush, I guess. Ow. Yeah, you have to, like, get those off immediately. The backdash is pretty nice for getting out of the way of annoying things. I definitely could have made it in time before it shot, but whatever. The, No, 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 no! If you're in trouble, maybe you shouldn't have made him do so much damage. You think about that? Smart one. Fucking fine. One more try. If I game over, no. Alright, game, are you happy now? Does that even technically do damage? I can't even tell. Yeah, and then it gets right back on you. No. I refuse. Huh, even before it fired. Really use some health, or life, or something. Nifty. We got frickin' laser beams. There, at least I have health again. Guess I have to go quick because I'm probably actively dying. You'll learn soon enough. Not if I don't want to. That's the American way. There, I did it. I made a funny joke. What? What do you mean up? Yep. You got touched by it on the ladder, that's instant death. There's nothing you can do about it. This level sucks. Good drink of water. Technically speaking, I did actually choose an intentionally frustrating game for the 100th stream, and somehow I think it'll be less frustrating than this. It's like, come on, let go! Dropping off ladders is just so inconsistent. You know, it's like the opposite problem that Half-Life has, where in Half-Life, ladders are super inconsistent to get on. You're risking your life every time you touch one of those beasts. But in this game, I just can't get enough of them. Can't let go of that. Not quite. Gotta get in first. get through here quickly. This place sucks. At least they don't fire for that long, so the damage isn't too bad with my level of protection. That one's extra glowy. It's like when you're out of energy, it's just mash harder. You have to be like so sure-footed when you start a slide, or you won't make it. You'll just jump instead, and that's no good. It kind of feels like the low battery lights the place up a little bit. I mean, it doesn't actually get you any more sight, but just sort of looks a little brighter. Ow. Like a slowpoke. Not acknowledging pain until 10 seconds after. Eh. What are you doing? Blowing up a nuclear reactor in your own country? Why? Because, Rad, Medved has gone soft, and I'm sick of you Americans acting like you own the world. When they find you here after the reactor blows, Medved's whole reform movement will go right out the window. And then we'll finally have a leader who's not going to sit around and wait for America to attack us. Well, when I'm done with you, it'll be anarchy in the Ukraine. Ooh. Oh, shucks, guys, how could I have known? Yeah, the game is fully expecting you to have the air dash by now. You have to kill him before we drop. It's okay, I think the fall will kill him. I don't think you need to shoot him. I think he's dead to rights. Hey, Dr. Y, I feel funny. Rad, that was the core of a nuclear reactor. You've got radiation poisoning, just like you get from the fallout in a nuclear bomb. Okay, I just need to lay down for a minute. I'm afraid that won't help, Rad. Those effects don't just go away quickly. Rad, can you hear me? Rad! They actually get worse. Oh, he's got a butt. World over. Rad, you have to wake up. Everyone is counting on you. Dr. Y, are you out there? I'm okay. How long was I out for? Rad, I thought we'd lost you. You have to get home. It's too dangerous for you to keep pushing yourself at this point. Sorry, Dr. Y, I can't let what almost happened to me happen to everyone else in the world. I'm going to Moscow, one way or another. Okay, Rad, here's the situation. The President placed a huge fleet right outside the Russian waters, and recon missions are flying over Soviet bases it's like he's trying to provoke a nuclear war. Well, if that's what he wants, it's working. There is a faction of Soviets here that are convinced America is about to attack. They're trying to get the government to make a first strike to prevent it. This is auto-advancing, by the way. It's worse than we'd feared then, Rad. You have to get to Moscow as quickly as possible. Okay, Rad, this is it. The whole world is counting on you to end the Cold War by any means possible. This isn't where Raygun is. You can't shoot Raygun in Moscow. He's not there. Okay, that's a wall. I feel so mucusy. Oh, they're tanky. So you gonna stop anytime soon, my guy? Get it? Hammers and sickles. It's like their identity or something. Can I have a health up, please? Maybe just a checkpoint. Also, this is Wily too. Pretty close to it, anyway. Hey. They're gonna get me with hockey. These enemies are so tanky, they are just not worth fighting. Ah, see, I tried to be sneaky and it just made me take more hits. I'm in red square. Am I? I can't tell. Can I fall down here? Yeah. Yeah, I can even move on from there. Actually making good use of the, you know, stop jump early thing. Very rarely really comes up. Maybe in more of a speedrun setting. I don't need that battery. What would I spend it on? You're at the entrance to Medved's lair. Rad, be ready for anything, even language. Even words, which are failing you. I will take one of those. Thank you. Rad Raygun or Rad Gravity? That's all I got. That's all I got left. That's all that's left in the tank. Why another checkpoint? Alright, Medved, I'm here to put an end to... Oh, you look a lot scarier in the posters. Well, we'd hoped to make you Americans think twice before attacking us, but that seems to have failed. That's right! As long as both of our nations exist, the world is in danger. And despite all you've seen, you believe the United States ought to endure while my country falls. Absolutely. Kind of. Look, I'm not really here for thoughtful, nuanced discussion. I'm here to blow you up and end the Soviet Union. Well, Rad Raygun, in that case, you leave me little choice. Oh god, he's coming right at me. Oh jeez. Oh fuck, he's... Okay, now the fight actually begins. I want more burst damage. Just focusing. Ah, jeez. Again. Hey, guess what? It's contact damage. It's all that matters. Why even shoot weapons when you have contact damage? Oh, good. He's attacking. That means he's not dangerous. Oh no, now he's moving around. I'm doomed. And it's like, it's really not a joke. Like, his hitbox is enormous. Because it's not just, like, wrapped around him, it's wrapped around him so that it's a square, like, parallel with the ground, you know? And that's why it's so hard to dodge. It's way bigger than it looks. That's a really crappy hitbox. But I'm getting the patterns now. Jump. Way over him. And just just stay in a corner and sort of jump over him as he shows up. Try to get fancy. Mostly the getting hung up on that part of the wall there kind of screwed with me. He's not done yet. I'm supposed to be going that way, huh? Oh no, Rad, we never suspected he had a third form! How many forms does Raygun have? I don't think the game expects me to be going this fast. Oh, I'm supposed to be shooting him this whole time. Okay, I want level 3. Yeah, fuck. Okay. This is probably better for this phase too. Game, don't make me do this again. Is it just gonna let me stand up here? No, not quite. Yeah, why even bother dodging his bullets? They don't do any damage. It might just be the window I need to get past him up here. Ugh! Ugh! I'm mad. I'm mad. I'm mad about it. I'm mad about it. Because it's not a short level either. Close enough. So much health. Just goes forever. And then what? You're supposed to get past him? Like, that seems almost random. More up to him than you. And he's not Raygun! Don't they know I'm only interested in fighting Raygun? Only one hit that time. Those, like, not Mets, they're just vibing, man. They don't want to hurt nobody. You just got in the way. Let me in. Uh-oh. I mean, let's keep going. Oh, that's it then. I'm out of bounds, and it's no good. What? This seems almost intended. Fine, I'll go this way. See what happens. No, it's not enough to push me through. Cool. Cool, do that again. Yeah, I'd super want to fall out of bounds while redoing the final level. This is the part where you just take damage, go through them. Because holy hell, fighting those guys is not worth it. I don't even think more health would help, is the thing. Like, because I'm pretty sure touching the head in the third phase is just instant death. Why does that do so much damage? Made it. I don't mysteriously fall out of bounds again. There. Made it safely. Momentum gets so weird when you are in hit stun. I'll just be like, no, you're not moving as fast now. Yeah, I will take that extra life. Now time for the really long section here at the end, where it's like, oh, time to just do 4 screens of nothing! Take a note that I am not thrilled with this game. But I'm gonna beat it. I'm just gonna complain about it. But why? Doesn't even register as damage. Damage. Yeah, that might be better to use against the end boss, the third phase. The hitbox, the hurt box for this thing is tiny too. Like where you actually hit him is such a tiny little part of his model. Come on. Cool. You finished, Medved. You fool, I'm the only one fighting to keep the Soviet hardliners in check. Now there's nothing to keep them from launching a preemptive strike against America. But I beat you. That means America wins the Cold War. You don't really understand politics, do you, Rad? Mr. Medved? Oko is reporting a ballistic launch originating in the USA. Did your president just launch a nuclear first strike? He and I haven't been on speaking terms lately. But we have no choice, Officer Petro. Launch a retaliatory strike immediately. So this is an unusual reading. I would advise ruling out instrumentation error before destroying the entire world. There's no time for that. We'd have to fly a robot up on the... we're not done yet. To investigate. I'll do it, and if it's a nuclear missile, I'll bring it down. And if it is a nuclear missile, I'll stop it somehow. Too many innocent robots have already been destroyed in what is technically not even a war. Medved, that's no nuke, it's a space shuttle, and it's about to explode. We need to save the crew. Try and disable the boosters on the sides. I'm on my way. It's the fucking Challenger. Oh my god. Saving the Challenger at the end. That gives me a giggle. Bomb Earth! I still want the chance to blow up Raygun. Raygun bot, maybe? I'd accept Raygun bot. Look, I'm in the bargaining stage. He's just walking on the bottom. What terrible Soviet magic allows you to do that? I was expecting this to be a bit more, you know, auto-scrolly. But no, it actually wants you to move forward. How do I do this? Ah, there we go. Ah! Come on. Just let me be done with the game. I'm so emotionally done with it. There, yeah, do it like this. It's funny, it drops fires on me and that's supposed to be dangerous, but like, it actually makes it safer because they so often drop health. Yeah, since you also do a little contact damage, you can safely just use your iframes. You know, you take damage from one, but then you destroy all the others, and they'll probably drop enough health. Excuse me. Hello? Okay. Yeah, maybe make that a little bit more clear that you're gonna be okay. Medved, I'm cutting the shuttle loops. Get ready. And then Medved just dunks it into Earth. Got it. Thanks, Medved. We're clear for re-entry. You did it, Rad. Maybe our nations will be able to peacefully... Oh no! If anyone knows how to treat a GB, it's Japan. Rad, you're awake. Oh, my head. Everything looks so funny. Had some work done, Rad. No, he's a Game Boy Color. Is that it? Is that the punchline? He's a Game Boy Color now? What's all this stuff on everything? It's called Color, Rad. We wanted to give you something special for ending the Cold War. What happened? Where's Medved? You saved me. Medved is in Moscow, Rad. Everything is okay. The 80s are saved, and the Cold War is over. Hooray, wait. We won, right? Well, America still exists, the Soviet Union doesn't, and it didn't take the destruction of the world to make that happen. So yes. Hooray! So the 80s ended, and nothing bad ever happened anywhere in the world for the next 30 years. Hey, you got some laughs out of me at the end there. It's Rob. But, I'm not, it's okay. But I really wasn't feeling it, and I didn't get to beat up Raygun! Put Raygun in a game, he better have a target on his back. Too many people are dead because of that man. To just put him in a game and think it's okay. In this video, do I get more angry at the game or at Raygun? You decide. A lot of people worked on this game. Where'd they go? This is not a 50-person game. I'll have you know. It's based on the debilitating effects of multiple sclerosis. Shove it in your pie hole. Is what I have to say about that. Did you know if you have multiple sclerosis, you can do anything you want as long as you take a breather every now and then? Yeah, how about you don't? Even if you've got it yourself. Maybe don't. Are we done? Yeah. We outie. Okay. Tomorrow. The 100th stream. 10 times as many streams as subscribers. An average of 0.1 subscriber per stream. But it's going to be a game called Frick Inc., which is about controlling a little RC truck to do tasks, but the controls are awful. That's it. That's the gimmick. Hopefully it'll be the right